Hi, this is Dino Crescenti from World of Traegonia. This is the next video in the making of Kamara. In our last video I was doing sculpting for the last hand on the character. You can see I've finished that. There's the hand. This is the one that will be holding the her bird. And you can see now on top there's the two brass tubing pieces by this company called K&S. It's very commonly used in modeling and all that sort of stuff. So there's actual brass pieces that fit within, inside each other. They telescope inside each other. So the armature for the bird will fit right in the hand very nicely. And you can see that the feet are done. I showed those last time, and there's the other hand. So these have been baked already. I baked them in my home oven at 225 for about a half hour, and I let it cool very slowly in the stove. You don't want it to cool too fast sometimes, and then you get cracking, and because everything shrinks too quickly. So the next thing I'm going to do is work on the armature for the head. I'm going to add some wire for the ears, and then I'll start working on the head. I also realized that with this armature, this arm right here is likely to bend with the weight of the bird on there, or from being moved around. So I got a piece of steel right here, which is kind of hard to bend, and I'm bending it and I'm fashioning it so that it will go in line with the armature. It'll fit right along here. Let me show you. So I do this fairly often when I'm going to have a piece that I don't want to move at all. So I will lash this to the exact following the contour of this armature, and that will give it a little bit more stability. So I don't have to worry about the other limbs because they're supported by either the base or this stick. But that'll be the next step. So right now I'm carefully bending this, and I'll lash it in place. This is the thinner wire I was talking about, the 3/16, which I'll wrap around the head and creates the ear armatures, and that'll give something the clay and the epoxy to bite into, and it'll make the final sculpture more durable. Keep following the videos. We're going to be moving on to fleshing the character out with fabric after we're done with the sculpting. So please feel free to ask any questions, and check out our website at www.worldoftraegonia.com. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Hi, I just wanted to make sure you got a brief look at the armature that's going inside the head. This is that 3/16 wire I talked about. This green stuff is just your run-of-the-mill, what do they call this, floral wire. And I wrap it around there to give the epoxy something to grab onto. And you can see it's attached here. So now I'll put some epoxy over that, and it's kind of lock it in place. And then I'll put a little bit of epoxy on the neck, and you can also see the metal piece is now bent into place along the back, and that makes this very, very rigid. So there's no, it's very unlikely that it'll change positions, because once these sculptures are out of my hands, they can change positions, and then sometimes the sculptures end up looking very strange. So this kind of helps it. So next video will be coming along with the face kind of roughed out, and then I'll show you about details and talk a little bit more about sculpting. Thanks.